So if you see this image, you will realize that you have two boats. First of all, am I audible? I'm audible, right?
Recording in progress.
Hello. You guys can hear me clearly?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. So first and foremost, you'll have to understand that this image is from Banaras, and we have two boats which are casting good reflection, and especially from the middle of the paper to downwards, we have the entire reflection of the water. If you see the top of the image, the top of the image is basically that of buildings and ghats. So we will have to simplify the background. If you see this image, then you can understand that the background is not beautiful. The background is a lot clumsy, and it looks very kind of cluttered. So what we are going to do is that we are going to make the background very simple, and we are not going to use too many colors. We are just going to block in some colors. We are just going to make the background one simple silhouette kind of thing, and then we will work on the two main boards, then the background one or two boards, and then we will try to make the reflections very beautiful so that it all sums up beautifully. Otherwise, if we are putting too much of concentration on the buildings and on the other small things, then this painting will lose its beauty, because too many things will happen, and it will also get cluttered. The background is actually having a lot of information which we are going to reduce. Okay, am I clear? So let's draw this first of all. Okay, so for drawing this, what we have to do is we have to let me first focus the camera properly. Okay, yeah. So let's draw this, and basically middle of the, if this is the middle of the paper, then little less than the middle, this much I think would be good. So this is the water line, the level of water, and below this will be, sorry, spotlight.
Can you spotlight yourself? Yes.
Yeah. So what I am doing is a little less than the middle. I am keeping for the water line, and then 1 minute, let me get some eraser. Yeah. So yeah, a little less than that. This will be the line of the water, and then, as I said, we will be working on the background. So how I'm making the background is just I am half closing my eyes and trying to see what all things I can make out. I am trying to just make a silhouetted image, like a kind of outline, skyline you can say, or outline, and only thing that I am going to show are the staircases that are going up. See, here you see there are staircases, so I am going to make these staircases properly. and then we are going to make the boat. Another boat out here, so it will go and get over here. One thing to notice is that this image is a little squarish, what I have shared, so the paper is not going to be enough, so we have to readjust. Like if at all you think that this boat can be reduced in size, you can do that. We have to resize the subjects based on our paper, because ours is a 30 by 40 size. If you are not sure about how the reflection is going to be made, then what you can do is you can also like mark the reflection here, like the dark reflection portion, whichever is there, you can mark the patterns. Okay, that also you can do. And here there are some gaps in which other colors will come, that also you can mark. So in that way it will be easier for you to execute this. That is one way. Other way is you do it spontaneously. For your sake, like I am trying to mark, and I will show you how I am marking this, the water reflection of the darks. So I am marking the dark portion, and then I am also marking using a pencil the areas which will be lighter colors. Okay, so I have marked it like this, and then there are some, yes, like that. There is one boat in the background which I think we can avoid it. That will not add to the composition, rather it will distract our eyes. So better to avoid the boats in the background. This big boat, we can add the smaller ones like in the distance, so they will appear good. Then in distance there is one more silhouette of buildings. There is one building here. So drawing, I have kept the drawing very simple. I'm sharing the image to you and you can see. So let me explain you a little bit about how we are going to paint this. Okay, so can you see my screen? Can you see the image reference? Yes or no? You can see the image? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. 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 Please be a little responsive. Otherwise, I'll not be able to teach properly. So how we are going to paint this? First and foremost, what is the color that is predominantly present in this picture? Which color is predominantly present? Just half close your eyes and see the image. You will realize. Half close your eyes and see which color is predominantly present. Like I can say 60 to 70%. Which color is there?
The color blue is there.
Mostly, mostly the color blue is there. Very nice. Good. So the sky blue is, so if you see the sky is almost like 50% is sky, and then remaining this water also is reflecting the sky. So you can say 70% of the entire painting, barring, like if you just want to remove this much, these two boats and this much area, rest everything is predominantly, if you remove the detailing and remove the other aspects, just half close your eyes and see the reference image, you will realize predominantly this painting is governed by the color blue. Yes or no? Correct. Now in blue, in this color blue also, you will have to realize that this blue, first of all, it starts with blue, it goes down and slowly it is becoming yellowish. Okay, and after that, 1 minute, let me there is some small glitch.
In progress.
So let me again share the screen. There was some glitch. Can you guys see my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the color,
Yes, sir.
yeah, the color blue is slowly coming down and it's becoming, in the center, this portion, it is becoming a little yellowish. Okay, so what is happening is the blue is getting diluted and it is its intensity is reducing, and as we go as we start from this place and go down again, the color, the intensity of the blue is again increasing. So in the middle somewhere here, it is more or less, it is yellowish. So blue, predominantly blue color. So we will start with blue, we will introduce some yellow ochre in the middle, in this region, also in this region, and then what we will do is, as we go down, like the start of the water will be yellowish and as we go down it will be little bluish, and then we will introduce the ripples. Okay, so this complete patch will be, first of all, it will be kind of a silhouette with a very light wash of yellow and blue mixture, little bit of red here and there. So now I'm stopping the share, and we will go and paint this image. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me take a big brush and I would have to clean the palette also, because the palette is not clean. We need some clean palette, because we don't want dirty colors to enter. We don't want any green or anything right now at this moment. So we want a little cleaner palette, and also we need clean blue color. Okay, so the blue has to be very clean. We need yellow ochre also. So we will start with blue color. As I said, start with blue, good ultramarine blue, simple plain ultramarine blue. See, try to, and right now when I'm saying, just see, don't try to paint it right now, just see what I'm doing, and I'll give you time to paint. So this color is watery. Start with nice blue color until half of the sky is completed, and then you take yellow ochre. You mix the yellow ochre with the blue here, and your paper should be in an angle so that whatever you are doing, finally the color is coming down. Okay, you take yellow ochre and let this color come down. So in this color a little bit of orange also got mixed because both of them are side by side, not a problem. Yellow ochre and orange both complement each other, so that's okay. So let it come down. So right now I am not differentiating anything, like I'm just creating the sky and giving color to the water, sky and water, these two. So the biggest portion in this painting is first the sky, second the water. The second biggest is the background, which are the buildings and all, and the smallest one are the boats. So first we will cover the big portions. Okay, that is how you do the painting. In painting you cover the big portions first. Okay, so that's called blocking the big areas. So we are blocking the colors, or we are trying to fill colors for the big portions. Now I am introducing the blue once again. As I said, first we start with blue, then we will reduce the intensity of blue and introduce yellow ochre. In the starting of the water also, yellow, it will start with yellow ochre. Suddenly we introduce some blue, and now as we go down we will increase the intensity of blue. We will the blue will become a little more concentrated. You can introduce a little bit of crimson also. Okay, see, like this. Okay, like that. Add little more darkness, like that. So what I have done is, I have just you can see in the center portion it's more or less yellow ochre. So I'm just adding some more yellow ochre, and I'm also having a little bit of burnt sienna for this. And
recording in progress.
So Arya, you also joined, right? I need a little bit of blue also. Yeah, good. So I need a little bit of blue. Now you see this portion is still wet. Okay, and I am in a good position to introduce some ripples. Okay, for ripples what I will do is, I will take three colors: blue, crimson and yellow ochre. These three colors. Why yellow ochre? Is because there is some warmth in the water as well. Like the water is not completely crystal clear that it will reflect exactly the same color as sky. It is a little murky or a little dirty. So what we will do, we will start using this color. See, thoda yellowish. We'll start using this. I am just putting this ripples. So how I am doing? I am just randomly putting these strokes. the strokes will become thinner and thinner as it goes away from this place. Okay, acha. Once you are doing this, make sure we have certain areas here where we have to introduce some whitish tones. Okay, so don't go inside those. These are like, these ripples will be in the area where there is no reflection of this thing. Okay, so, and as we go away from it, we the ripples will become smaller. See, the ripples will become thinner. Smaller means basically they will become thinner, and it will become lighter also. So as you are going away, just add more water, and then see, like this. Okay, na? Understood? This one is going to become a little dry, so little bit of water spray to keep it moist, so that we can still work on the ripples without problem. Understood? So this is something which we have to do until this water, the water in this portion is dry. Like, we don't have to we have to do it before it dries, and once it dries, this will create a nice beautiful ripple. Acha. One more thing you will see, I mean, not it is not a case in all the reflection paintings, but in this particular painting you will see certain areas which are reflecting a very light color of the background. तो बैकग्राउंड का जो लाइट कलर है वो ये रिफ्लेक्ट कर रहा है. So what we have to do is, we have to take out, or like using the brush, using a damp brush, just we have to lift some color, so that we can introduce some concentrated yellow color and concentrated cream, kind of creamish color in these areas. Only in few areas it is there. Yes or no? Can you see that? It is reflecting some yellow color of the boat, and also some cream kind of color, whitish cream kind of color of the background. Can you see that? So that has to be lifted. Okay, that has to be lifted, so that we have nice crisp, that whitish area. And once we do that, we have to just dry this. Okay, just simply dry after this. Just keep dry. So let's work on the background right now, and then we will work on the boats. So for background, as I said, what we have to do is see very carefully what I am doing. Okay, I am just half closing my eye. Okay, and half closing means almost I am closing my eye. That is the amount of blocking my eye I have to do. I have to block my eye to a level I am not seeing any details whatsoever. So I am just blocking my eye, and I can see yellow ochre and blue color, these two color, and in certain areas some orange color over there. And whatever I see, I am going to paint the silhouette or the background in that way. See what I am doing. So I have my eyes half partially closed. Okay, almost closed, you can say, just a little open, and this will be too light also. So it goes like that, and from here there will be little orange color. If you half close your eyes also, you will see the exactly same thing. So we will do everything in one go. and I am not going to paint on top of the boat. I am leaving the portion of the boat as it is. Okay. See. Can you just confirm if you also see the things similarly as I see when I am painting this? I am seeing the background like this, just block of colors. Mostly there are two colors, one is blue and yellow ochre mixed together in one puddle, other is a little bit of orange. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now you get now.
Freeze and then
Yes.
get orange green.
Yes, now you get it what I'm saying. So you have to like literally close your eyes, like it's just 1% of you opening the eyes, and then you see that is what we are going to paint. So even if you see here we have the dark, and the same darkness we will see here also, like this here. So my drawing, I'm just surpassing my drawing, like I'm not worried about the drawing, I am just worried about the color blocking, how I am blocking the color, just that's it. And this is the technique which all the artists use. You might feel that they are doing something extraordinary, basically they are seeing less. If you see more, you are in a trouble. You have to see less. Observation has to be limited. Understood? Sorry. Okay, now okay, I think this is how it looks, little more. Okay. Now I just open my eyes and I just make these lines so that it looks like staircase. Okay. If you see the right hand side of the board, that is darker, and if you see the left hand side of the board, that is lighter, right? Am I correct? That is the case, right? So what we do is we take light color first of all, and we just, this is what we are doing to the left hand side of the board, which is the lighter shade. See, I am mixing some crimson and orange color together, so it will form a darkish red, it will form a reddish kind of color. Now I am taking crimson and blue color. So on the left hand side, what is happening is shadow is forming. It's not just red, it is red and blue. Okay. See, and you leave behind the small tubes which are there to protect people. placeholders छोड़ दो. So the right hand side I am making it darker. We would need even more blue. See. Like this. Understood how I am making the boat? Very simple. You start with light color on one side, make it darker by adding blue on the same color. Now this boat, which is the blackish boat, what colors do you think we will have for the black boat? What colors? Come on, tell me. Hello.
Sir, it is gray.
Sorry.
It's charcoal gray.
हाँ. What kind of color? What colors we will mix for that?
Yellow,
Blue, green, blue, yellow.
So yellow ochre and blue if we mix.
Crimson and yellow.
Yeah. Yellow ochre, blue and little bit of crimson would do. Okay. But for the for this board mostly it will be lighter color. See. Mostly it will be lighter color. I am leaving the yellow nameplate for the boards. These boards have nameplates, so these are yellow in color. So we will leave them. We will also leave the circular tubes. Okay, so I'm just putting this color, and then this color with added blue color will be used for like added blue and crimson. Like it should be little darker color for the shadow area, like for the right hand side portion and for the bottom portion over here, this portion. See. Okay, ये दोनों बोट हमने बना लिए. Now what we have to do is we have to also fill the yellow this yellow thing, that also we have to fill. I am taking pure yellow ochre and putting them. You can put gamboge yellow also, but yellow ochre, because it is more neutral, I am choosing yellow ochre. Okay, now I am taking blue and crimson a little more and putting concentrated color on the bottom here. I want this portion to be very dark. Okay, and once we are done with these two colors, what we will do is we will work with the reflection. Acha, what is the color of reflection? Check the image and tell me what will be the color of reflection.
it's kind of like a green color.
So how to mix that color?
So we should mix blue and yellow, but
Nice. So what we will do is we will mix blue and yellow. Correct, you are correct. We will mix blue and yellow ochre. The same color what is there in the boat, but with a little extra yellow ochre. Understood? Yellow would be on the higher side. Okay. So now see, I am putting this color. I have already marked the area where this color would go, and then half of this portion will also have a little bit of crimson color. So first I am putting this color wherever it is. little bit of sky color we have to leave. Okay, like that. And then I am taking little bit of crimson, diluted crimson, and I am mixing the diluted crimson with this leftover color, and I will cover this remaining portion, ref, reflection on the water with this color. See. Like that. And little bit of yellow ochre. You can take gamboge also, because this is more this is a little on the brighter sides, or you can mix gamboge and yellow ochre both, and you can put yellow here, see, for which we had left some white. Okay, so this is how the reflection is going to look. See, this is how the reflection is going to look. If you notice one thing, there is a very dark shadow which is falling on this side. Can you see that? On this side. So that shadow we have to put that shadow like that. Okay, so this is the reflection. Same way we have to do the reflection on this side. Blue and yellow occur together with more yellow occur, more of yellow occur, less blue, little crimson. If at all it needs to be a little warm, then you can add a little crimson. So this is the color more or less, and what you do is you start laying the reflection. Okay, and while doing the reflection, just leave the portion where you have yellow color, where the yellow is being reflected, just leave that much portion. We will fill it with yellow in some time. See, just lines. इसका जो feel है वो lines ही है. So we just have to start creating these lines. At certain places it will be thin lines, at certain places it will be thick lines. See, then there will be at few places there will be discontinuous lines. So इसका mood को पकड़ना, you don't have to exactly copy. Okay, you just have to understand how the rhythm pattern is there, and you just have to create that rhythmic pattern. You don't have to copy anything. इसका rhythm pattern को पकड़ो. Understood? When I'm saying rhythm pattern ko pakdo, what do I mean? I mean you have to see how the reflection is formed and how it is getting spread. So you just have to follow that pattern. You don't have to exactly copy anything. So what I am doing, I am also doing the same thing. I am not copying anything. I am just seeing the pattern, and then I'm improvising based on what I'm seeing. I'm just trying to improvise. So here, as you can see, there are some red kind of outline on the white. So I am just trying to do exactly what I am seeing here. So this red is basically crimson and the leftover colors here, and lot of water. See. There is one more boat over here which is casting its shadow, so let me paint that boat also, otherwise the shadows won't come. So we have to just put a boat here. See. There is a border, orange reddish border of this boat. Can you do this much?
Yes. Yes, sir.
See how the reflection is looking now. So when you do the reflection, you see your focus is here, your focus won't go there. Okay, and now what you do, a little small thing which I have missed, small thing, like very simple thing. I'll just make this also crimson. Don't do it while painting this, you leave it, later on you just put a dab of crimson. Okay, and later we will work on the same thing. You have to do here, you have to put some crimson on these tubes here. Later on we will be adding some more smaller details. ठीक है, चलो, do it. Today's subject is not easy. We are trying to do it in a very simplified form, but still it is not easy. Now we have to work on little bit of tonal values later on. Once you finish this much, I will go to the next stage. करो इतना करो. Okay. Okay, so now we are going to paint the remaining portion of the scene, and for that I'll just open the image first of all. You guys have done also nicely, so I think like whatever you guys have done, it has come out real well. So now that we just have to do the details of the rope, some finer details in the reflection is still pending, some poles and everything in the background, so those things are there. And so I'm opening the image. Yeah, yeah. So now once we are done with this, first what we are going to do is we are going to darken the boat even more, because the boat is a little more darker on the right hand side. It is very like this side and this side both are like having lot of contrast. So we'll take crimson color here, and we will mix blue color, crimson and blue, and blue color here. So let it become a very dark purple kind of color, and I will use that same color and I will actually apply it over this image here on this side.
So, will this be diluted?
Yeah, this is diluted only. Not like it is diluted. You can see here, you can see the consistency, and here it will go somewhat like that, and completely it gets covered here. Okay, and then I will take some water. I will take some water, and then I will use some diluted color on top of the yellow. So the yellow portion is also going to be inside the color, but a little darkish we need. Same thing will go on this tube also. Similarly, this same color what we have used, we will use it for putting shadows on the boat. See, like that. So these shadows will define the three-dimensional feeling in the painting. See. So if you see the image, you will see that this tire tubes are having some darker profiles at certain places, and then there is a shadow also, and then there is a shadow under this support or the edge or border of the boat. That also we have to define. Like that. Now I am taking again the same color, same two colors, blue and crimson, similar dark color, and I am now darkening the right hand side of this boat, a thin portion like this. I am just seeing the image and then trying to do. Then I am leaving some gap, and then I am trying to put some darkness here, and then some darkness here, like that, and a little bit of water, and then I will blend this thing together. This portion should be darker. Okay, and then let this thing dry. Basically this portion should not like the shadow should be crisp here. So if it is getting getting diluted, then we have to put it properly. 1 minute, let me put the heat gun. Hair dryer, sorry. Over here also I'm trying to blend it a little. Actually I should have blended it earlier itself, so the little blending is needed. Acha. Once this is done, again there are certain things over here which are casting shadows like this. See, some shadows of the ropes, and some attachments are here, so those things has to be put like that. And there is one tube here also, so its reflection is falling on the boat on this side. Now a little more concentrated color, like less water and more color. The same color we will take but darker. That is needed for the bottom portion. this portion, and to this we will add some gamboge. Okay, and we will add. Can you see that there is a dark patch in this portion, like from here till here? See, there is a dark patch. You can see it clearly. Yes, right? This one.
Yes. And for that you have used blue and crimson and gamboge yellow.
Yes, gamboge yellow. Mix gamboge yellow to that.
Okay.
And now the same color we will use it here on the edge. We are going to darken the edges with this color. The edge will be darker here, like that. Then we will just dilute that color, that yellow and crimson and blue color, that we will dilute this color, and then we will add some ripples in the background. Basically the same color but lower intensity. We don't want too much darkness here. It should come like this. And we should add thin lines like this, showing the ripples, but it should not be overpowering. It should be simple. Now some burnt sienna, again some more reflections like these on this side, depicting the temples and the staircases here. You can go for some smaller brush if you want. Take a thin brush, and then we'll add some darker lines. We need thin lines now. So in between these two major reflections and shadows, there will be some reflection in this area also of the background, and then some dark points here and there, like this. Like that.
Sir, what color mixture are you using for this?
Sorry,
Sir,
sorry.
what colors are you using for this?
I'm using blue, crimson and gamboge yellow, these three colors. At certain place I have used some burnt sienna. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Just putting some dark lines showing the shape of the boat, very thin lines, like that, and then just placing some dark colors at certain places, like that. So I would like you guys to do this much, and then we will go to the next stage. Okay. I'm just checking a few color tones. On the right hand side, extreme right, there will be like the same color that I told with gamboge yellow. purple with gamboge yellow, that color will come on the extreme right like this. Please do this much, and then we will do the background poles and things like that, and then some ropes here and there, so it will be done. Fine. Kindly do
Recording
this much.
stopped.
अभी हम लोग इसका पीछे का काम करेंगे. ओके, तो पीछे का काम
Okay,
करेंगे.
sir.
तो देखो क्या कर रहा हूँ मैं. फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट इसके जो भी पोल्स वगैरह जितने भी पीछे के, क्योंकि ये घाट है तो यहाँ पे पोल्स रहेंगे, लकड़ी रहेगा, तो इसको थोड़ा सा आप इमेजिन कर सकते हो, या लाइक बेटर इमेजिन कर सकते हो, या सेम टू सेम तो नहीं बना सकते, बिकॉज सेम टू सेम इसमें क्या होगा, बहुत क्लमजी है बैकग्राउंड इसका. तो इसको सबसे पहले हम ये बोट का बनाएंगे. तो क्या है, थोड़ा सा बर्न्ट सियाना और ऑरेंज को मिक्स कर लिया. ओके, ऑरेंज और बर्न्ट सियाना को मिक्स करके दोनों को यहाँ पे पहले एक यहाँ पे एक ऐसा एक चीज़ है ना, वो बना दिया. एंड देन यहाँ से एक ऐसा रोप. ओके, एंड ये रोप जहाँ पे कनेक्ट कर रहा है, उस ये रोप में भी क्या है, थोड़ा सा ब्लू एक्स्ट्रा लेके मिक्स किया बर्न्ट सियाना के साथ, थोड़ा डार्क किया. इसका एक साइड लाइक ऑन द राइट हैंड साइड शैडो डाला, एंड इसका भी एक रिफ्लेक्शन रहेगा. देखो ऐसा बहुत छोटा सा एक रिफ्लेक्शन इस पे रहेगा. फिर इसके ऊपर कुछ ऐसा लटक के नीचे ऐसे बह रहा है, दैट काइंड ऑफ फीलिंग वी हैव टू गिव. ठीक है, देखो इधर भी कुछ है गिरा हुआ है जिसका शैडो इधर है. तो ये एक हो गया. अभी मेरे ख्याल से क्या है ना, ये यहाँ पे एक ऐसा बड़ा सा पोल भी हम डाल सकते हैं. देखो ये थोड़ा सा अपना इमेजिनेशन है, क्योंकि क्या है, अदरवाइज ये थोड़ा सा बोरिंग लगेगा. देखो अभी ये और इंटरेस्टिंग बना रहे हैं इसको. ये इधर लग गया, इसका यहाँ पे, इसका एग्जैक्टली यहीं पे नीचे में इसका एक रिफ्लेक्शन ऐसा. ठीक है, ये बाद में जब मैं दिखाऊंगा तब थोड़ा क्लोजली तुमको दिखेगा. और इसमें भी वैसे ही ऑन द राइट हैंड साइड इट इज शैडो. सेम विद दिस थिंग ऑल्सो. ओके, नाउ ये जो अभी पोस्ट है उसके ऊपर एक ऐसा ऑरेंज कलर से एक फ्लैग को जस्ट ऐसा लेके ऐसा एक टिक एक जस्ट ऐसा करके छोड़ देना है. ओके, नाउ द सेम थिंग वी विल डू फॉर दिस बोट, एंड these two boats are tied together using some rope like that. ये यहाँ से एक रोप चला गया. तो बेसिकली अभी क्या है, अभी हम लोग को रोप्स और उसका जो बीम्स थोड़े बहुत मतलब परपेंडिकुलर एलिमेंट्स, अभी सब वर्टिकल हॉराइजॉन्टल एलिमेंट्स पे काम किया था, अभी थोड़ा परपेंडिकुलर एलिमेंट्स पे काम कर रहे हैं. यहाँ से ऐसा कनेक्टेड है. ये बैकग्राउंड में दूर में कुछ बोट्स थे, मैं बोला था ना कि वी कैन मेक दी डिस्टेंट बोट्स. सो डिस्टेंट बोट्स को क्या है, एकदम लाइट ब्लू कलर में हमको करना पड़ेगा. जब कोई भी चीज़ जब दूर हो जाता है ना तो वो ग्रेइश हो जाता है. तो इसके लिए क्या है, ग्रेइश ब्लू कलर में यूज़ कर रहा हूँ, और ग्रेइश ब्लू यूज़ करके इसके ऊपर ऐसा फ्लैग का मास्ट डाल दिया. और एक ऐसा एक लाइन डाल दिया जिससे लगे कि ये तैर रहा है इधर। ये थोड़ा सा इसको सही करना है। ये पीछे में भी हम पोल्स वगैरह थोड़ा बहुत बना सकते हैं, जैसे कि यहाँ पे एक पोल है देखो ये, लेकिन इट शुड बी स्ट्रेट। स्ट्रेट बनाना थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट है। ये बेसिकली एक लाइट पोस्ट हो गया। सिमिलरली और एक लाइट पोस्ट ऐसे थोड़ा नीचे में यहाँ पे बना सकते हो, थोड़ा पर्सपेक्टिव देने के लिए कि ये दूर होता जा रहा है। देखो इसको थोड़ा डार्क करना पड़ेगा हमको। ये डार्क रहेगा, ये थोड़ा लाइट रहेगा। और इससे और थोड़ा दूर अगर जाना है, देखो ये यही लाइन पे जाएगा, यहाँ पे कहीं पे। तो ये दिखाने के लिए कि ये ऐसे एक क्या बोलते हैं, एक पर्सपेक्टिव दिखाने के लिए हमने इसको यूज़ किया। यहाँ पे कुछ ऐसे लोग और ह्यूमन फिगर्स भी आप डाल सकते हो थोड़ा डिस्टेंस में, जस्ट डॉट्स। यूजुअली आपको अनसैचुरेटेड कलर्स यूज़ करना है। ज़्यादा सैचुरेटेड और ज़्यादा वाइब्रेंट कलर्स ह्यूमन फिगर्स के लिए यूज़ नहीं करना है, क्योंकि बहुत दूर में जब भी कोई चीज़ रहता है तो उसका सैचुरेशन कम हो जाता है, लाइक उसका जो कलर का जो रिचनेस है वो कम हो जाएगा। जस्ट ऐसे एक बहुत छोटा साइज का आपको ये एलिमेंट डालना है और एक ऊपर में एक छोटा सा एक ऐसा डॉट, जस्ट टू रिजेंबल सम ह्यूमन फिगर्स। और ये सबको डार्क से लाइट होता जा रहा है वैसा बनाना है, ताकि लगे कि डेप्थ है, बहुत दूर तक लोग हैं, लेकिन लोग क्लियरली तुमको दिखना बंद हो जाएगा आफ्टर सर्टेन डिस्टेंस। थोड़ा थोड़ा जो नज़दीक आ रहे हैं उसका थोड़ा सा आपको फिर भी समझ में आएगा। कुछ नहीं, एक ऐसा एक लाइन और उसके ऊपर एक डॉट ऐसा। ठीक है। अभी अभी राइट नाउ व्हाट वी हैव टू डू इज वी हैव टू यूज व्हाइट for some of the highlights. Okay, so I am getting the white and ये फिनिश हो जाएगा अभी पेंटिंग। देखो सो ये वाइट किधर यूज़ करना है, इधर जहाँ पे सनलाइट जिस तरफ हिट कर रहा है उधर। अभी और किधर हिट कर सकता है, ये इधर हिट कर सकता है। और किधर हिट कर सकता है, इधर। बेसिकली जस्ट एक हाईलाइट देने के लिए आप इसको यूज़ करो, ज़्यादा इसको यूज़ नहीं करना है जगह जगह पे। स्पेशली रोप्स और पोल्स, छोटे छोटे पोल्स का हाइलाइट्स की जगह पे आपको इसको यूज़ करना है। ये वाला, ये जो पोल मैंने बनाया ये पोल का इधर भी आप डाल सकते हो। देखो ऑन द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड आपको डालना है। और बस इसको थोड़ा लाइट करना है मेरे को, सॉरी, ये चीज़ रहेगा लेकिन बहुत लाइट रहेगा। बस देखो लाइट जब हो गया तो इस ये और डिस्टेंस इसमें आ गया है ना। तो समझ गए तो क्या करना है इसमें, इसमें कुछ और कुछ करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, क्योंकि जितना हम करते जाएंगे कलर का वाइब्रेंस उतना कम होता जाएगा। सो समझ में आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
या तो इसमें क्या है, इसमें ये बोर्ड पे भी आप चाहो तो एक ऐसा एक मास्ट लगा सकते हो। ये ऐसा ले लिया मास्ट इधर, यूजुअली बोट्स में रहता है ये दूर से दिखने के लिए। पीछे एक लगा दो, पीछे छोटा और सामने बड़ा। ओके, और इसको एक ऐसा पिलर के साथ ऐसा लगा दो। सेम इसमें ऑरेंज कलर का फ्लैग, देखो बस इसमें क्या करना है, अभी थोड़ा रिफ्लेक्शन में इसका रिफ्लेक्शन यहाँ पे ऐसा एक जगह पे ऐसा ऑरेंज का थोड़ा रिफ्लेक्शन डाल देना है, क्योंकि ये जो भी होगा इसका रिफ्लेक्शन ये ऐसा है तो ये यहाँ पे आएगा, देखो उल्टा आएगा मिरर। ओके, ऐसा समझ में आया? ये भी यहाँ पे है, देखो ये वाला, सॉरी मैं थोड़ा इमेजिन करके मैं अपने हिसाब से किया हूँ, थोड़ा सा मॉडिफिकेशन एंड डन।